Hello, my friends. Welcome back. What is it that you would like to calculate today? Notice there's a calculator app right in front of you. So let's try some calculations. Perhaps let's say 10 plus 2 minus 5. Now, clearly that is equal to 7 because 10 plus 2 is 12 minus 5 makes it 7. Let's try something more involved. Let's say 12 plus 5 times 6. Now, this is going to be 42 because BODMAS 5 times 6 gets calculated, so that's 30 plus 12, which is 42. Let's try something with division. Let's say 12 divided by 5 minus maybe let's say 8, and that is going to be minus 5.6 because 12 divided by 5 is 2.4 minus 8 is minus 5.6. Now, clearly, calculations like this are an inevitable part of modern life. They could come up as part of your work. Perhaps you're doing some kind of an engineering project or a mathematics project, or maybe you're doing some calculations related to finances, say money, or you could just be doing your homework. There's so many avenues where calculators are needed because calculations are needed. Calculator apps today are clearly indispensable as a tool for anybody who's involved with any kind of mathematics. Now that is what we are going to build in our next activity in the WiByte Python curriculum, which is available at www.wibyte.in. Now, WiByte curriculum is completely open. Anybody who wants to learn Python programming through fun activities can go and access it. This is our next activity, a calculator. Now, this calculator is obviously inspired from a regular, let's say, Windows calculator. There are, in fact, many calculator apps that we are using these days. Back in the day, we used to have hardware boxes where we had this, calculator as a box. But these days, we have apps, and that's what we are going to look at. Obviously, what we are building is a smaller version of this, but there are very interesting learning objectives that we have from this. Let's discuss that, and then we can get on with the building of the app itself. So what are the learning objectives from the calculator project? Well, first thing first, we are going to go further in Tkinter. The way we are going to build this calculator is by using Tkinter window and widgets. So the specific widgets we'll use are labels and buttons. Now we will use this, let's say we will place these widgets onto the window using what is called the grid method, which allows us to place these in a very regular pattern. Now that's actually quite interesting. We use it elsewhere as well. We are also going to see how we can read and update value of the different labels, and that's an integral part of the program. Next, we are going to learn, let's say, some very interesting Python statements. For example, the Lambda functions. Now, Lambda functions are these small anonymous functions which can be very handy in making your code more efficient. We are going to learn about eval statement, which is again a very powerful statement. And finally, we look at, let's say, try and except statement. Now, obviously, all of this gets, used in a certain context, in this case of building calculator, and hence programming logic comes in. So we'll see how we update the expression and the entry labels. We'll see how we create this BODMAS compliant calculator that just demonstrated. In fact, there are many enhancements which can make you explore other things. For example, you can look at, let's say, functions from the math library. You can look at exploring different number systems. For example, only binary or say hexadecimal, octal, and so on and so forth. So in the coming few videos, I'm going to develop this calculator app from the basics in a step-by-step manner, just like we always do. If you think this way of learning is fun, it makes you understand things better, do look at our website, which is www.wibyte.in, where we learn Python programming through such fun activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.